My name is Kelly Sotherton and I'm the team leader for the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games, and I'd like to welcome you to England Athletics Regional Awards, where we'll be celebrating our sport and also the amazing volunteers across every role. I just want to say a really big good luck to everybody today, and I hope whether you're recognised or not, we all recognise how much effort you put into our sport to make it work. And more so this year, how difficult it's been with how the world has been with COVID-19. And we are truly thankful, and we obviously hope, it all gets better going forward from now. But please keep going. We need you, I need you, and hopefully we can have a great year over the next couple of years, even into 22 and every Olympics thereafter. And good luck, everybody.
Hi, you all ready to go?
Yep, let's roll, John.
Okay, I couldn't see myself there. Right, good evening. Welcome to the 2020 England Athletics Northwest Regional Awards. Now, my name's John Clark. I'm chair of the Northwest Regional Council, and I'm going to be your host for the evening. Firstly, apologies for not holding this year's awards at an expensive hotel located somewhere up the M6 in Lancashire, as it would be a normal year, but this is an exception. It's been a challenging year, and to get the awards held online has been, difficult and a big challenge. So before we get going, I'd just like to thank Sarah Friday and her team from England Athletics, including Amy Frith and Ed Hunt, for arranging tonight's awards and being held both online and on YouTube. So whether you're watching from YouTube or online through Zoom, welcome. Now, if you want to see the awards again, this YouTube recording session will be put back on the EA website, hopefully by tomorrow or earlier. I don't know, Sarah, maybe earlier. Depends on how quick you are to do it.
Yeah, straight up.
Right, okay. Now, a quick word about housekeeping. So everyone that's on Zoom, please make sure their microphone is on mute unless I'm going to be talking to you. So the mute button is actually down on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. Now, by default, you were all put on mute to start with. So just be aware, if you're going to be talking and going to be asking you a few questions, whatever, later on, if you can make sure that's unmuted. Otherwise, keep it mute because we don't really want to hear from you. Don't hear your dog barking or your phone going, etc. So now we have 9 awards to make this evening. There'll be a runner-up and a winner in each category. Midway through the evening, I'm going to have a short break when you can go and get a drink. Or if you can suffer it, you can stay listening to me while I talk about the forthcoming elections for the Regional Council, which will be coming up in the new year. Now, this is my first year as chair of the EA Northwest Regional Council, and last year was my first involvement in judging nominations. Now, I must say there's been a tremendous improvement in the quality and numbers this year. It's the quality of the nominations citation that we judge, not on how many nominations you get. There was one, I won't say who, but one category which there were over 20 nominations for the one club it was in that case. And it's not based on numbers. We don't win by having the most votes. And we look at the quality of the nomination coming through, and then we judge that against the criteria which we've been set by England Athletics to review. So this year's been much better and been more comprehensive in the citations. And last year there were some pretty poor ones. In fact, one person was said in a citation that they should win it because they're a good bloke. And there are other supporting details. So needless to say, they didn't win that one. Right, we're not that desperate. So this year's been much better, said, and as we shall hear. Now, we're going to go straight into the first award. So the first award tonight is for 2020. It's new and is a direct result of the impact of COVID-19, and it acknowledges people and club efforts to continue with some form of training while maintaining mental health. Now, there have been many incentives across the Northwest, and so rightly, England Athletics and ourselves wanted to recognise this. So this award is called Athletics and Running at Home. So it recognises an individual club or group of members who have supported a local community to stay active during this global pandemic. Now, it was a very close vote on this one, and a very close runner-up in this category is ... East Cheshire Harriers and Thameside Athletics Club. Hey, it worked. That's good. Okay, I've got a citation to read out now. So this is for East Cheshire. During lockdown, the club set daily challenges with a different challenge every day. As well as club members having access to these, having been shared on social media for all to use too, providing support and connectivity with a wider community. The coaches especially have kept East Cheshire together, and the emphasis on that was together, which has been so important during these times. Coaches have dedicated every moment they can to ensure athletes have still felt part of the team. Now, not only has this kept athletes connected, but in some ways, this has connected the team of East Cheshire even more. Athletes of all ages and abilities have connected through daily challenges. In addition, they've seen many family members get involved, and as well as giving everyone something to do at home, it's given members something to start a conversation about in what has been a difficult time. It has definitely connected members to the community. Now, we have, hopefully, Hayley Simpson representing East Cheshire Harriers. Are you there, Hayley?
Hello, yes I am.
Oh, great, nice to see you. Where are you?
We're just at the track now.
Oh, well done. Oh, it's
First
nice.
night back.
Are there any down there tonight?
Yeah, we've got about 4 groups at the moment. So we're nice and busy.
Any chance to turn your phone around so we can have a look?
Yeah, of course, 1 minute. If I can work out how to do it.
Or just turn your phone around.
There we go.
Oh, what an awful night to be there.
I know, but we're here. We're happy to be here.
Oh, great. Fully COVID safe, of course, yeah?
Oh, of course, yeah. We're all in bubbles, all social distance, and it's all in a booking each week.
Oh, great. So roughly, how many there tonight, do you think?
We've got about 48 at the moment.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're really busy.
Oh, great, yeah. Now, just going back to the award and the citation, what do you think's been the most important thing that club's done to help motivate people during this time?
We've done various things. So we've done fitness challenges, which was a daily occurrence. We've had participants taking part in virtual challenges. So we've done a virtual 5K relay. We've done mile challenges. Most recently in this lockdown, we've done 2K challenges. It's just been things that everybody could get involved in, from our under 11s right through to our seniors. And it's even seen family members get involved, and it's just been brilliant. It's kept everyone together and everyone just talking and socialising still.
Great, well, that sounds brilliant. Oh, thank you very much, Hayley. If you want to keep watching the rest of the evening, please do. But given your location, you may not be able to. But
no, I get back to the under 11s.
Congratulations on the club, what they've done, and sorry you didn't win it, but it was a pretty close call.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Okay, now I want to move on to the winner in the category. So, Athletics and Home, the winner is, I hope to get a screen coming up. There you go, Aussie Joggers. Now, the club goes above and beyond to improve the community's mental and physical health and has its own voluntary team of mental health champions who organise #Run and Talk nights, which encourages people to open up about their mental issues. Their motto is, the hardest step is out the front door. Don't we all know that? And throughout lockdown, the run leaders organised virtual runs and family-oriented challenges to help others to get out of the house and complete some exercise. Throughout these challenging times, when many people are no longer in a routine, Aussie Joggers have provided stability. The run leaders have taken it in turns to live stream warm-ups on Facebook and also uploaded suggested routes to follow, which occasionally passed the homes of members who were self-isolating so that the runners could wave at them as they went past. The random act of kindness undertaken by the Aussie Joggers have also provided support to others. Packets of sunflower seeds, cakes, toilet rolls, yeah, we know about that. Flowers and socks are just some examples of items which were left on doorsteps by the runners as a gift. So hopefully we've now got a video of Aussie Joggers coming up.
Hi everyone, I just want to say a massive thank you for keeping me and my family positive, motivated and challenged during lockdown.
Aussie Joggers are a wonderful running community and family.
Supported me motivated me.
Organised all the activities and challenges over the last few months,
Knowing that they were there and supporting us to get out of the door.
which have kept me motivated and the club together.
Massive thank you for the challenges and all the things on social media over lockdown.
From doing a Zoom bingo to making us run around the park looking for clues.
I think we've proven that no matter what life throws at us, we always find a way to keep going, and you know, without each other I don't think we could do that.
And I know that it made such a difference to everybody in such a difficult time.
I wanted to thank Aussie Joggers for encouraging me to make the hardest step, which is the one out the front door.
I just wanted to wish you the best of luck. You absolutely deserve this, you're going to smash it.
Just an amazing group to be with.
A big thank you to the Aussie Joggers for always being there.
There's never been a dull moment.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and keep running, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you.
Right, now receiving the award on behalf of Aussie Joggers is Sally Woods. Are you with us, Sally?
Hello.
Hello. Oh, not by yourself then. Who you got?
Oh yeah. Oh wow, I've not actually seen that video. It's very emotional. That's the first time I've actually seen it. So yeah. That's a really good video.
Yeah,
thanks, Lauren.
Who have you got with you tonight then?
So this is my daughter Annabelle. Then my husband is in the background, Simon.
Yeah. Hello. Oh, well done. I particularly like the Prosecco Palace sign. I want one of those. Right, so congratulations be on the first winners of this award. Now, I don't think many people have heard of your club and where it is based. So perhaps you could tell us a bit about the club and where you are.
Yeah, it's based in Oswald Twistle, which is a lovely town in Lancashire. So our group's been running for 6 years through Run Together. So we are all volunteer led. Which started off with myself and one person sort of running around a park, and now we've created sort of this great community group where you know, it's just grown and grown and grown over the last couple of years. We've got an absolutely amazing group of run leaders who are just literally the best human beings possible. They do it all out of the free time, and I think it's really testament to them of kind of how they all chipped in and came together and thought of all these different ideas during lockdown. I mean, I'm sure for everyone that first initial lockdown was just really, really tough. I mean, just, you know, and we just managed to try as much as possible to keep them connections with people. And that's kind of the biggest thing for us. No matter what they did, whether it was a walk, whether it was a jog, it was just trying to keep them motivated to get that exercise in because of the impact that it has on people's sort of mental health. So, sorry, I will stop talking.
Oh, yeah.
I've not even had any wine yet. I'm still on the tea, so, you know.
Well, yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Right, okay, we haven't finished yet. So, so it's been a difficult year, haven't finished yet. The club's really done well this year. So, but perhaps you can just tell the rest of us what's been the biggest hurdle you've had to overcome this year.
I think the biggest hurdle was stopping runs. In the whole of the 6 years that we've been going, I think we've only ever had to cancel sort of a couple of runs due to weather. So it was like, what do we do? Like, how do we even keep people kind of, you know, motivated? So we came up with the Go Lives. So basically what they were was when when we would usually have our runs. One of our run leaders went live on Facebook, kind of said hi to everyone. They just said, like, you know, these are the things coming up this week. And then they did like a bit of a warm up, which they all loved. They didn't. They all hated. They all were like, no, I don't want to do a Go Live. But kind of that was the initial thing. And we did routes. And then it just went on to like weekly challenges, then monthly challenges, and, you know, relays. And you just got to think outside the box to try and keep, you know, people connected. So
yeah, it's been amazing what people have been coming up with though, and every club has come up with their own thing as well, which has been interesting. Yeah, from my point of view, I was shielding, so I couldn't even go out. So I went in the back garden, which wasn't really allowed. But
yeah,
I probably got fitter than I've ever been during lockdown because I had some equipment to train on. But it's not easy for everybody.
No. And even them runs where we ran past people's houses that were isolating, so probably like yourself. I mean,
did you really drop off toilet roll?
Pardon?
Did you really drop off toilet roll at places?
Oh yeah. I mean, some of the things that people dropped off were amazing. That homemade brownies, they were amazing. They were so delicious. Yeah, it was some really fun stuff. Yeah.
Right, finally, can you tell us if you feel this award betters the joggers win in 2018 when they won the Northwest Run Together Group of the Year?
Oh, that is a tough one, but absolutely, yeah. Because this year, truthfully, I was kind of like so, emotional. You're attached to your group, and it's been such a difficult year trying to manage a group of our size from home, and not having access to all your own leaders, and it was really, really challenging. Whereas in 2018, it was amazing. But for me, this is definitely the fact that we've managed to win an award in such difficult time. I think the team is just blooming fabulous, and I love them lots. So thank you. It's to them really. But this award, definitely.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This isn't Champers, it's Red Bull, by the way, in case everyone thinks I'm getting drunk tonight. Okay, so many thanks, Sally.
Thanks.
Okay, moving on to our next award. Our second award of the evening is Run Leader of the Year. Now, this recognises an individual who's demonstrated their passion and commitment for leading within athletics and running. The run-up in the category this year is Pete Williams from Oldham and Royton Harriers. Are you there, Pete?
Sorry, I nearly forgot to come off mute then.
Yeah, that's all right, yeah.
Shocked, but really, really pleased.
Okay, well, I've got a citation to read out for you first, so don't get carried away. So the citation says, using your 40 plus years of experience, there isn't much Pete cannot advise on. No question is ever silly, no task too big or too small. Pete gives 100% into fulfilling each person's requirements during every session. Pete always ensures that advice and guidance is current and always puts the athletes first. Pete lives and breathes Oldham and Royton Harriers, where he spends huge amounts of his time planning sessions, coaching one-to-ones, playing groups for those long runs on Sundays before going again for the next week. All throughout lockdown, Pete has ensured there was a training session posted on social media for every member to go on and run using Strava and other platforms, monitoring everyone's progress and offering tailored feedback. Okay, Pete. First of all, I'd just like to ask you, can you tell us how important social media has been to you in helping with the training sessions?
This year, it's been more important than ever before. We've used it a lot as a running group, but this year, especially during the first lockdown, when people were getting on to me going, what we're going to do, we can't miss a run. And everybody had to run individually. So I continue to set the 2 sessions a week that they do anyway, because we concentrate in those 2 sessions on quality sessions. If people want to go for a run, I say you don't need a coach for that. You can go for a run. If you can have a coach, you might as well have a quality session. So I was setting hill reps, mile reps, downhill running, 1K, all sorts of different sessions that they could do out on the road. And in a lot of cases, I would go, if you don't know where to run, give me a postcode and I'll plan you a route. So I was planning sessions. So if it was quarter mile or half mile, I'd say, well, this is a quarter mile near where you live. Do a warm up and then do your reps. Take a minute recovery. Then when we were allowed 6 in a group, I was able to get people to say they wanted to come to a session. I've got a coaching team, which is 6 of us. And we went 1 coach with 5 runners. And we went and did a session with those 5, keeping social distancing. And I would work out where we could run 5 similar sessions, whatever it was, and a group of people could go along and run the session. Because once they started running, they split up to run at their own level. I would have a real mix of people within a group of 6. So they would split up and they might just see each other as they came back and did a minute's recovery and then went off again. So it all worked very well. Everyone stayed together. We were getting 30 runners a night out during the 6 when we had 6 in a group. We've used mainly Facebook. We have our own group on Facebook and it does work very well. Everybody keeps in touch. Those who didn't have access to Facebook, there is still a few people out there that don't use it. I was able to email them, so they got the sessions as well and knew what they're doing, and they had the same chance as anyone else of getting in a group when we were allowed groups. So it has helped keep the club together, I think.
Yeah, I know others who use WhatsApp groups as well. So
yeah.
Okay, well, keep up the good work, Pete. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. I'm pleased with that.
Now, the winner of this category, Run Leader of the Year, is Sarah Pickerel from Southport Strollers. Are you with us, Sarah?
Hi, yes I am.
Hello, Sarah. There you are. Great to see you.
Hello, hi.
Now, I've got some nice things to say about you. So, less than 2 years ago, Sarah Pickerel of Southport Strollers spotted a gap locally for a social running club for all abilities, from complete beginners to established marathoners, and founded her own group. It says her bright personality, I think that's true, complete openness and approachability means that runners flock to join the weekly sessions with over 50 attendees some weeks. Sarah cultivates strong relationships with all members, getting to know them personally, understanding their goals and encourage them to achieve them, sacrificing her runs and training to help others. She brings new members to the club and ensures they are right fit for the group's inclusive, supportive and friendly ethos. Sarah has been the driving force behind the club becoming affiliated to England Athletics, formalising its place in the running community. Sarah is insistent that regardless of pace or distance run, all runners warm up and cool down together, which creates a community of runners who chat together and get to know one another. She personally selected the first few run leaders from within the club, encouraging them to complete the LERF course, making sure they understand their role. I hope that's all true about you. We've got a video about it.
Sarah was the driving force behind setting up Strollers as an amateur running club. She encouraged beginners and experienced runners alike to come along and join our social runs and get to know each other and just embrace the local running community. She was also the person who took the amateur club to a fully fledged EA affiliated club this year. She selected the committee members to really nurture and grow the club, knowing that we would all live and breathe the ethos that she had brought to the club. She's a firm advocate for the power of exercise and what it can do for your mental health as well as your physical health. She supports every single one of our members, whether it's just to get out for a walk, for some headspace, she'll join them, or if it's for marathon training, she'll join them. She supports every single one of our members every step of the way through their journey. For me, on a personal level, Sarah was the first friend I made when I moved 250 miles to the northwest. We met at Parkrun, like so many people do, and she really took me under her wing, encouraging me to embrace my running, inviting me to help set up Strollers, and then inviting me onto the committee. Ask any single one of our members and they will tell you Sarah absolutely lives and breathes the ethos and the values of our club. And she is truly a star and a winner.
Congratulations, Sarah.
Thank you.
Good question for you. I'm having to do this already. But perhaps you can tell us about the background in setting up the group in the first place.
Yes, I wanted to have a group which it's mainly a social group, really, where people who could run with us get together, whether they were fast, slow, had never run before. So we started off as doing a a small 3K session, 5K session. And then we've now got different groups of 3K, jeffing and running, 5K, through to 8K. So people can pick the different ones that they want to go to that's relevant for their speed and experience. But I think it's very much about it's achieving individual goals, but with the support of a team. And that's what I wanted to achieve. And I'm absolutely delighted to have won. Thank you.
Great. So have you got any plans for the future now?
Well, we as Shell very kindly said on the clip, which was absolutely lovely to watch, so thank you, Shell, was that we've became affiliated this year. So we went from a group of probably about 10, 15 members, which has grown to this year we've now got 70 members. So we still have people join us during lockdown as a result, I think, of some of the challenges and keeping people together, particularly around mental health and the importance of exercise on positive mental health during this difficult period for everybody. So I think it's more of the same, really. We're happy with how it's going.
Well, you seem to be doing a great job. Thanks very much, Sarah.
Thank you, and thanks to all our members that have supported me as well, because without them we haven't got a club. So thank you.
Okay, cheers, thanks. Right, I'm going to move on to the third award for the evening. The next award is Run Together Group of the Year. Now, this recognises a Run Together group that provides friendly, supportive and welcoming group running opportunities in their community. Now, I've already mentioned that this award was won in 2018 by Aussie Joggers. This year's runner-up is Aussie Joggers. Now, we've already heard some things about Aussie Joggers. It is a group within the community at its heart, catering for all abilities from walkers to fast runners and everyone in between. The group prides itself on meticulous planning, averaging around 1,000 people a month attending the sessions. That's amazing. With run buddies to make people feel comfortable and help answer questions through to volunteer welcomers. The group makes first impressions count and retains membership through its wide range of ability groups. Bi-monthly Aussie Joggers hold run and talk events to support and promote mental health awareness, and each session having a specific theme that is promoted and explained to all. During lockdown, the group have kept members motivated through virtual runs, Facebook Live sessions and weekly challenges. So, Sally Woods, are you there? Off mute. Again. Okay, I'm not going to keep too long this time, but yeah. Rather than talk about the club again, maybe we can find out a bit more about you, and especially your 10 years as a Morris dancer.
Oh my word!
Now, tell us, how's your Morris dancing experience been for your fitness training of athletics?
Oh, is that
research on you?
Oh, did someone put that in the application form, or did you find that on our website?
I found it on the internet somewhere. Someone didn't like you, obviously.
The run leaders, we have many abilities in different things, not just running, you see. But no, wow, that is amazing. And the power of social media is one thing I've done this year definitely is follow a lot of other running groups, run together groups, just to kind of see what they're doing and, you know, share some ideas and stuff like that. So I know how hard all the Run Together groups have worked this year with regards to trying to, you know, keep everyone motivated, and it's just been absolutely, you know, amazing. So
you're avoiding the question now because I was talking about your Morris dancing.
I don't do it anymore.
No, you don't. No, but yeah, do you think? Yeah, have you learned anything from your Morris dancing you put into your training and fitness?
Work well as a team. There you go.
Yeah, I was thinking about A steps and B steps, whatever.
Oh, it's such a shame that we, you know, I can't, you know, do it now. It's just, you know, can't do it anymore.
All right, well, we'll call it end there. I want to move on to the winners now.
Thanks.
So yeah, all right. The Run Together Group of the Year is Lions Running Community. The group is supportive, accessible and diverse, and sees itself as sitting at the heart of the community, providing the benefits of running and wider social inclusion. They support the ethos of removing barriers to access running and providing a variety of inclusive sessions which enables people to train together. Members receive personal coaching plans enabling the leaders and coaches to support and monitor performance in order to tailor the support they provide. The friendly environment within the group shines through in its buddy system for new members, the caring support for members with their mental well-being and its social activities. As a group, they support children through phonetics who may struggle to access sport for a variety of reasons, giving them an opportunity to enjoy athletics and running in a safe environment, which is so important these days. The club's army of volunteers are trained as leaders, coaches, mental health champions, guide runners, fitness instructors, and nutritional advisors, allowing them to provide motivational sessions, guidance, and encouragement for all members. So we now have a video.
That the Lions running community is an all-inclusive group of individuals who try to assist each other as best we can on a daily basis. We have strong communication links through social media and events that we put on, such as quizzes, videos, diaries of individuals' running journeys, and also we do things like martini runs, which enables people to get out and run with different runners of different abilities at different speeds on different days. This means that, especially in these strange times, nobody's left forgotten. We also cater for people with visually impairments and also people who simply just want to come along and have a chat. What we find about being a running community is that we find that there's other people with amazing skill sets that we utilise outside of running itself. We solely don't focus on running, we focus on community. We also lay on extracurricular events such as outdoor swimming, cycling, and again this has been vital in such times so that everybody feels part of a community and gives them some sort of guidance and assistance when times have been what we can only describe as difficult and hard. We also run quizzes which bring fun, and we also run game nights as well, purely and simply so that at least there is something different than sitting down and watching the television or sitting alone within a home. This brings joy and often brings about a lot of positive feedback and helps to bring confidence out of people.
Huge shout out to the leaders, committee members and runners from Lions Running Community who've kept us all interested, engaged and energised throughout 2020, and it's been a challenge. We've enjoyed virtual run challenges, we've had quizzes, we've recorded individual videos, and there's been something for absolutely everybody. Should be glad to see the end of 2020, but I'm pleased to say I'm proud to be part of the Pride.
Okay, receiving the award for the Lions tonight is Shelby Williams. Are you there, Shelby?
I am. Hello.
Hello. And who have you got with you?
I'm Stuart. I'm the other half.
I'm one of
one suffering of the half. Yeah, okay.
We're not very good social distancing on this.
The information for others. Shelby is club founder, the surf, a fitness instructor, a children's fitness instructor, and has trained in sports nutrition, biomechanics, sports massage, and mental health awareness. That's amazing.
Big Ed.
So, you set up the club. What was your original motivation for doing that?
I think we did have a club before, so we've been running for 10 years, and 4 years ago now in May we lost our home, which we ran from, and we had to set a new club up. And the night that we found out that our old club was going was actually a club night. So for me, it was very much go down and tell them that the club's gone. And I knew kind of what the reaction would be to people, because it was very much about, you know, as Aussie Joggers have said, it's about that social side, it's about making friends and connecting with people. So that was the sort of motivation behind setting up the new club for everybody.
So what was the reason for you losing the old location?
We were actually connected to a sports retailer, which disappeared, shall we say.
Yeah, okay. So where are you based now?
We're based, we're a very social club. We're based at a little village pub. So that's kind of the heart of our run club. We run from there, slap bang in the middle of a semi-rural community. So it's really engaged people from different areas that perhaps didn't have a local club near them. And then there's obviously the social side after it. So we're based just outside Chorley.
Just outside Chorley, okay. Sounds pretty good. Can I join?
Of course you can. More the merrier.
Big shout out to the Golden Lion Pub.
I can't run more than 200 metres. I've tried, but it doesn't work very well. So, yeah, I'll stick to my sprints, I think. So, it's good luck. Okay, well, congratulations. And
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
If you've got a drink fair for yourself, definitely take one now. Okay, and now we go on to the fourth award for the evening. Now, this is perhaps the most sought after club award of the night. It's Athletics or Running Club of the Year. Now, this award recognises both the achievements of a club as well as demonstrating ongoing commitment and passion through the opportunities they've given to everyone involved in the club over the last 12 months. Now, this year's runner-up is Vale Royal AC from the Rural Wilds of Cheshire. So, whilst the club may be small and rural with limited training facilities, there is a committed group of amazing, dedicated coaches and volunteers across the age groups and disciplines, with a passion to help and support all athletes who join the club. Sometimes underestimated ahead of big competitions, the results at all levels speak for themselves and clearly show the dedication and determination of their athletes and coaches to be the very best they can be. The club offers much more than just coaching. During lockdown, the coaches have been on hand to support the athletes with regular emails recommending isolation training plans to allow athletes to preserve both their mental and as well as physical well-being. Weekly phone calls to give individual support, advice and reassurance where needed. There is some support given when athletes are recovering from illness and injury, with coaches giving the extra mile and taking baby steps with athletes to help them get back on the track. So, receiving the runners aboard tonight for Vale Royal is, or should be, Stuart Doral. Are you there, Stuart?
I'm on, yeah. Hopefully you can hear me.
Hello, Stuart. Fine. Okay, right, now I've got a question for you, as everyone else. I understand your location at Knights Grange has been earmarked for development into an elite sports centre. I'm not sure it's going ahead or not, but it's going to be mainly focused on football if it does. How is that going to affect the club? And can you tell us what is being planned for developing the club's facility?
Yeah, sure. So it's definitely going ahead. Boris Johnson basically talked about it about 2 months ago. You'd think he'd got enough on his plate, wouldn't you, without worrying about football facilities and athletics facilities. But yeah, he talked about it in the House of Commons. So it's a big development by essentially Cheshire FA. It does impact our athletics track, which at the moment is a cinder stroke mud track. And it's delightful come the middle of winter when it's pouring down and wet and windy down there, but it does breed them tough. So we've been in discussions now for about 18 months with the FA. There's absolutely a plan to keep an athletics facility down there. What we're doing is discussing, what sort of form that's going to take. And there's a lot of discussions, and obviously, as you can imagine, a lot of their plans have been delayed because of the pandemic. So it's going to be very exciting, but there's still quite a lot of stuff to do. And I think the original plan has been put back, I'm reckoning 18 months to 2 years from where they originally expected us to go. But yeah, we can't wait, and we're really looking forward to sort of stepping forwards. We've achieved a lot with the facilities we've got, but I think we can do an awful lot more with improved facilities.
So will it be getting a brand new facility?
Yes, absolutely.
So we're looking for a 6 or 8 line track.
That's still, a lot of it comes down to cost, if I'm honest. And we're still, there's still some quite delicate negotiations in terms of the sort of commercial sort of construct and relationship between ourselves and the FA. But yeah, we're looking at sort of all options.
Well, good luck with that. I'm looking forward to coming down and seeing it when it's done. Yeah. But hopefully we'll be holding an open competition or two, so I'll come down and compete. All right.
Great.
Okay. Thanks very much. Right, Stuart. Now, thank you very much again. The winner of the category of Club of the Year, shall we say, is on the screen. You can see West Cheshire Athletic Club. Now, West Cheshire AC are renowned for the voluntary help and support they provide for the local community. The club caters for anyone aged 8.5 years upwards who enjoy training sessions and competitions coordinated and supervised by 40 qualified coaches and 43 officials who are all qualified, as well as many volunteers throughout the year. West Cheshire teaches members who want to compete in track and field, cross-country, road running, hill running and indoor sports or athletics. The club prides itself on the friendly and accommodating atmosphere its volunteers create at training sessions and competitions, as well as the variety of events it offers to the local community throughout the year. West Cheshire also partners with local primary and secondary schools to help deliver training sessions, as well as running hugely popular indoor and outdoor competitions throughout the year, which play part of an active part of their lives, promoting the sport and providing an important link into other clubs. The club also develops a strong link with local college and university and offers students an opportunity to train, complete and learn how to become a coach or club official. We can now have a video. Now, receiving the award for West Cheshire tonight is Dennis Wall. Are you there, Dennis?
Yes, I am. Yes. Hello.
Hello, Dennis. Right. Congratulations once again.
Thank you very much.
I think this is the 4th time in 5 years that the club have won this award.
Unbelievable.
I know. And considering there are over 250 potential candidates in the region for this award, can you perhaps enlighten us as to what makes West Cheshire so special?
Where do I start? It's just one big family. I mean, I think it's the bonding that exists within the actual infrastructure of the whole club, from the youngsters all the way through to the pensioners. We all click. Everybody absolutely clicks, and it's the camaraderie, the teamwork, the hard graft that goes into organising events, making sure that everything happens. Everything seems to fit into place, and it is just magical, absolutely magical.
You do a lot of support stuff outside the club as well, don't you, with the likes of the City Walls run and the half marathon in Chester?
Yeah, there's a lot of help and volunteers come forwards for organising road races. We help out with the Chester Around the Walls on Boxing Day, organise that event, and have done since the 1970s. The club obviously existed since 1998 through the amalgamation of Chester Club and the Ellesmere Port Club. But it's been phenomenal. It regularly attracts 500 plus people. The Round the Walls race on Boxing Day becomes an annual fixture for many people in the area, as well as wider apart who visit Chester at the festive time of the year. We've got obviously the half marathon, which the club used to organise, but which is now a commercial venture. But the club have kept involved, and we obviously provide people who are qualified officials to make sure we've got the volunteers around the course, as well as at the start and finish areas, to exactly make sure that everything works.
Yeah, the club supply a lot of officials and volunteers to other events.
Yeah, we organise lots of schools events, school sports hall, school cross country, the track and field meetings in the summer months for the local schools as well as the clubs. It's all round. I mean, we do everything to do with athletics, basically. As you say, we've got hill runners, so they're out in the hills and the fells, and we've got people indoor sports, all the youngsters, track and field in the summer, cross country in the winter, and the road races all year round. It's just ticking all the boxes. There isn't enough hours in the day. There really isn't enough hours in the day, really, to actually organise everything. But we seem to achieve the impossible at times.
Yeah. Now, the club is one of the what should I say, the few new clubs in the last 25 years with track and field facilities. And although it has the feeling of a small club, in fact, it's become one of the biggest clubs in the northwest of England, and the club is still growing. Now, how would you like to see it develop further in the future?
I'd like to see a little bit more cooperation with the local authority. We are in constant dialogue. The pandemic's obviously not helped this year.
Dialogue's one word for it, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it would be nice to try and get a little bit more buy-in from the local authority. Actually see what the club are achieving, what the club are managing to do on very limited resources sometimes. But it's just the enthusiasm that really gets us by. As I've said in the past, the total enthusiasm from the people who are members of the club. And it'd be nice to actually have the partnership and the association to try and build on that. We've obviously achieved great things in the short time we have been around, but it'd be just nice to try and build on what we have achieved going forwards. The club's thriving. There's enthusiasm within the area for the sport. It's mainly a football area, but we're managing to obviously build on what we achieve as an individual sport in athletics. And it's just fantastic to be part of. It really is fantastic to be part of.
Okay, great, Dennis. That'll do for now. You're also a finalist in the award for services to athletics, so we'll speak to you again later on, yeah?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, right. We're refreshed or whatever. We're going to carry on now with the fifth award of the evening, which is for Coach of the Year. It's not going to be Mike, sorry. This recognised an individual who's demonstrated their passion and commitment for coaching within athletics and running. So the runner-up this year in this category is Andrew Fraser from Wirral AC. Excuse me, I need a bit of a drink. Okay, Andy is a dedicated coach to Wirral AC, leading the sprint group at the club. He encourages his athletes by getting to know them and their strengths and what makes them tick. He works with them to set achievable goals and monitor their progress. He's a great believer in young athletes trying various disciplines without specialising too early, which is very important. So most of the group take part not just in sprints, but field events too. He has mentored several parents within the club and encouraged them to move from helpers to coaches, ensuring the sprints group has a range of coaches and leaders to support the athletes. Andy, are you there?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, oh, right, I can see you now. Great, thanks very much, yeah. All right, now, I'm very impressed about the converting parents into coaches. Can you tell us a bit more what your secret is in doing that?
I believe parents want to get involved. Some of them sit in the stands criticising what you're doing, and the best thing for them to do is come down and help, not necessarily coach at first, but some of them find it a lot easier when you give them a slight responsibility to move on. I've actually got a coaching group at the moment with 4 or 5 assistant coaches with a few parent helpers, and that's without being at the track at the moment. We haven't been at the track since March.
Are you still closed down, are you?
Yeah, hopefully we're back. We commence on the 14th of this month, but we've been in muddy fields, we've been in car parks, we've been down round the coast. We've been everywhere. We've been evicted from everywhere as well. We were in one car park once, train station car park. It was ideal. It was about 200 metres long, perfectly tarmacked. Eventually, the security came down and said, we have to leave, health and safety. The following day, a load of gypsies came in and were there for 3 weeks. So we were happy. We moved on. We're still in now. We're in a place called Caldy Rugby Club. Not ideal. We're doing hurdles, for example, on grass. Which,
I played there years ago, yeah.
Yeah, they've been very good. They've helped the community out. But until we can get back to the track, we'll see where we are then. But it's been a very strange year. But thanks anyway for the nomination, not only, but it's not... I was very uncomfortable with the nomination because it's not about me. It's about the team we've developed. And I'm very happy to accept the runner-up for the team and also the athletes who've proved themselves to dedicate themselves, especially in the last 8 months. It's been quite hard for them mentally, but a lot of them have come through and they can't wait to come back training, especially this last lockdown. We had training yesterday and 25 of them turned up in a dark night in a muddy field and no lights. So happy to be doing it for them.
Yeah, well, it's a coaching nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah, very much.
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right, thanks.
Okay, we're going to move on now to the Coach of the Year 2020. And this is going to an exceptional young man. The winner in this category is Harry Richardson. Now, as a sprint coach, Harry steadfastly gives lots of encouragement to his group and supports under 15 and under 17 girls, keeping them motivated and enthusiastic about sport. That's an age when many give up. And he gives a lot of his time to train and support his group. He's very fair and helps all of them achieve the best they can. Harry's travelled all over the Northwest supporting his groups at various competitions, giving advice, calming them down, yeah, know about that, and dealing with the highs and lows of competing. He supports each athlete to perform to the best of their ability and provides encouragement and sound advice when things haven't gone quite as planned. He's known as a very friendly, fair coach who is extremely patient, happy to chat to parents and progress athletes too. He works well with in the team of other coaches, and he always is there to help and advise and listens to others if they have ideas. Right, we now have a video for Harry.
I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Harry for everything that he's done for me over my athletics journey. He's really encouraged me to do everything that I wanted to do and gave me that extra motivation that I didn't necessarily have in myself.
I'd like to say a huge thank you to Harry for everything he has done for me before, during and after lockdown. Harry has helped and encouraged me to keep up with my training with personal plans, and he's also been there on Zoom calls to explain what I need to do and to check up on me. Our sessions may be hard, but Harry also makes them fun. Thank you, Harry, you deserve this.
Hi Harry, I'd like to say thank you because you've helped me so much throughout lockdown and also helped me build my confidence up after I've had an injury.
Thank you, Harry, for everything you've done and being the most amazing coach possible.
A massive thank you to Harry for everything he's done for the group and I over the years. It's been really great to work with him. He's a fantastic coach. He's helped me achieve some of my goals and it's been brilliant to work with him. Thanks very much, Harry.
Congratulations, Harry. A very impressive and encouraging citation. Are you there?
I don't think we've got Harry with us this evening unless he's under a pseudonym. Harry, if you are, let us know.
That's a shame. I guess not. He's probably training people.
Quite possibly. Yeah, I think well done, Harry. We'll obviously be in touch to arrange.
Yeah, as I said, it was a very impressive, encouraging citation. If he comes in later on, will you let us know and we'll have a chat with him then.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's definitely a promising coach for the future too. Okay, we'll go on to the sixth award then, which is Official of the Year. Now, this award recognises an enthusiastic official who makes a brilliant contribution even to athletes in their region or club or local area. So we've got a runner-up from a far off part corner of the Northwest, and that winner is Jan Lishman from Border Harriers. Jan has been an active official for many years, tirelessly supporting athletes and competitions far and wide. She's also served on the North West Regional Council. She's always happy to assist other officials with advice on how to improve their own performance, and will unfailingly mentor lower graded officials in their progression. Jan is a valuable asset to the officiating community, and if Jan is on your team, she'll work to the highest standards. Right, do we have Jan there this time? She signed on as Jan, I think, originally.
I did, sorry.
Hello, Jan. How are you?
Cold.
Cold. Right, won't keep you too long then. So, officials like you do a fantastic job to keep athletics going.
We do our best.
Yeah, well, we all do, but you do a really good job about it. Athletes need to encourage more people to get involved as officials. What do you think can be done to increase the numbers we have?
Oldies like me need to get set back a little bit, be mentors to the youngsters who are very able, very keen, and really need us as the oldsters to say, come on, you can do it. As well as I would love to see, Sarah and England, an officials course put into schools. As an ex-teacher, there is a call for it, and I would dearly love to see an officials course put into schools where children could be including on sports where not necessarily achieving performance but can achieve as officials. And that's important. If we want our sport to grow, we need to grow our officials in the same way.
Yeah, I think the same goes for coach as well. Harry, as coach with you, he's pretty young. I'm not sure his age, but he's on the young side. It's we need to encourage more people at a younger age to get involved, because what we're finding with England Athletics is that the average age of coaches and officials and volunteers, well, coaches and officials at least, is getting a bit too
older and older.
Yes, yeah. We need to encourage younger people to come in. So we'll see how that one goes. Okay, Jan, well, keep yourself warm. Thank you very much. And
that's all right. And well done to whoever's won.
Well, you probably know who it is. Okay, the official of the year is Taff Williams.
Excellent.
Yeah, quite. Yeah. Now, Taff is an outstanding role model official within Liverpool Harriers and AC, and is viewed as a credit not only to his club, but also to the wider sport. Since becoming part of the club, his enthusiasm, diligence, and sheer doggedness has taken him into a succession of roles, including being a coach, running the club shop with his wife, team manager, club secretary, and club official. He's also a co-optee to the North West Regional Council. If you go to any athletic meeting in the area, you'll like to see Taff officiating, be it cross-country, road relays, or a track and field meeting. His wealth of knowledge is outstanding, and is always there to advise and mentor those within the club or the community who are looking for insights into his wealth of officiating expertise. He fosters an environment with good practice and athletic behaviour which is aligned to England Athletics' core values. Taff is very experienced official and consistently supports all levels from sports or competitions through to the more experienced athletes at club, regional and beyond. Now we have something for Taff.
Hi, my name's Anna Howling and I'm an athletics coach and technical official at Liverpool Harriers and Athletics Club. This is to nominate Taff as England Athletics Regional Award, and for some of the following reasons. Well, I've known Taff for about 10 years now, but I believe he's been involved in athletics for about 30 plus years, and been secretary for Liverpool Harriers and Athletics Club for about 13 years. He's engaged with the London Olympics 2012, the World Indoor Champs, to name just a few of the events that he's been heavily involved with. So his breadth and depth of knowledge is outstanding, and he always knows the answer to any question that I have. He always knows the answer. But not just that. I think what really stands out about Taff is of recent quite challenging months with COVID, and we've had lots of quite concerned parents and carers of the athletes that I coach, and we've had regular Zoom meetings, and Taff has always gone out of his way to dial into these meetings and update the parents and carers, and answer any questions and give them the latest advice and guidance from England Athletics. He's worked tremendously hard to keep the club engaged and keep the track open, and just gone totally above and beyond in this really difficult time, and keeping athletics engaged. So for these reasons, I hope, and many more, I hope that TAF wins this award.
Well, you have TAF. Are you there?
Evening, John.
Oh, great. Nice to see you. How are you doing?
Not too bad, thanks. Very humbled by that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a good citation. I mean, just let others know, you're a bit reluctant.
I'm not one for tears to the eyes, but he put a tear to the eye, that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that citation was something. Now, I know you were initially a bit reluctant to take the award because you've won it previously, but yeah, really, it is well deserved, and there's no limitation on how many times you can win something. So, congratulations again on getting that. TAF is, for the information of others, TAF is a co-op tea onto the North West Regional Council. There's no favouritism here in getting voted. It was purely deserved, and TAF has his finger in many pies, and is always able to help me out or give me lots of information or keep me informed. So, TAF, what are the other pies you have your fingers in?
I currently chair the UKA Endurance Education subgroup, which basically looks at policy and procedures for education, off-track endurance, basically.
And anything else? So the county...
I've also last December was elected by the senior officials in UKA to be their representative on UK Members Council.
And what other roles have you had in the past? We mentioned a few, but is there any county-wide ones or whatever?
Well, to be honest with you, every year, like Anna said, we try and do as much as we can do grassroots up to national, international level. But I think the highlight has been, like she mentioned, 2012, and then 2017, I was the outer stadium manager for the marathons and the race walking. And the last 2 years, I've been selected to referee the Dubai Marathon. Although this coming 2021, it's not going to be on, but hopefully 2022 will be back on again. But
that's impressive.
Not a holiday, by the way.
No. What did you do in 2012?
I was one of the officials at on the marathon and the walks, and also a field official as well.
That's pretty impressive.
And Paralympics.
Yeah, of course, you know Mike Dooling pretty well, and
I know Mike very well, yes. And also Mike is a very good supporter and has mentored me because I'm a newbie on the track side of things, even though I'm level 4 field official and endurance official, and Mike's been very, very good on other things with the club as well.
Yeah, because you're both at the same club. Yeah, I mean, it's about 12 months ago, I was up at Mike's house for a regional meeting, and I was early and we're having a chat and a cup of tea, and he brings in this old duffel bag and out pulls a London 2012 Olympic torch. So you could have knocked me down with a feather, but then he bettered that.
Dressed up at Tatton Park on that day, I think.
Yeah, he bettered that though, because he then brought out his MBE.
Yes, yes, I think he's very proud of that one, and he's well deserved. I think 50 odd years.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should think about nominating you for one, eh?
Well, a few years to go yet.
We'll see about that. Okay, well, thanks for changing your mind, TAF, and agreeing to take the award. You well deserve it.
Thanks a lot, John.
Okay, take care. Okay, we've got 3 more awards left to go. The 7th award tonight is for Young Volunteer of the Year Award. Now, this recognises efforts of a younger volunteer, aged between 14 and 25, who's making a significant contribution to their local club area and or region. So, the run-up in this category is, we've heard this name before, Harry Richardson. I guess he's not around still.
Harry is here. He's with us now.
Oh, well, hang on, Harry. I'll just read the citation out now then. Harry is well respected by his charges at Crewe and Nantwich as a young coach. During lockdown, he's worked creatively to provide the service remotely, from creating online fitness and exercise videos through to blogs and Zoom sessions. He's catered to different learning styles with aplomb. Harry is excellent at providing the right kind of feedback for each athlete and helps athletes and parents alike to keep a calm head during competition. Right, Harry, you there this time, are you? Is he?
Hello.
Oh, there you are at last.
Hi, sorry.
Where were you before?
So I was out coaching. We've just gone back to the track.
I
So
thought you might have been, yeah. So
yeah,
you
I was stood in the rain.
You know about the other ward, do you?
Sorry, the other ward.
Right. Well, this is a Run-Uppers award, but yeah, you missed out a bit before. I'm just going back. I won't read the whole thing out again, but you were voted and won the award for Coach of the Year.
Oh, brilliant! Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I said, I'm not going to read it out again. I suggest you watch it on YouTube when it's put on the internet later on.
Oh, right. Brilliant. Yeah, will do.
Yeah, but
no, thanks very much.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're doing a fantastic job, it seems, from the citations you've had for both awards. You've not won this particular one, but I think winning the Coach at your age has been fantastic. And
brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, and get a chance to watch the video too. Your crew, shall we say, have put a fantastic video together for you.
Oh, thank you very much. Cheers. Much appreciated.
So going back to your first citation then for Coach, athletics definitely needs to encourage more young coaches like yourself. And I was very pleased that you've won this award purely on merit, by the way, nothing else. So really just want to know what motivates you and why you want to coach.
I think mainly it's giving back to the sport that I was involved with. When I was going through the age groups, I started probably under 13s, and just the guidance and support that my coach gave me, I wanted to give back, not just to the club, but the athletes coming through the age groups as well. I think you get just a sense of achievement watching one of your athletes enjoy what they're doing just as much as I did when I was actually competing. So what did you compete in and why have you stopped? So I was a sprinter. I wouldn't say I've stopped just yet. I'm trying to balance both coaching and training myself.
I'm 64 and I'm still sprinting.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm still sprinting. So yeah.
So I haven't competed for a couple of years now due to injuries, and then I'm just trying to balance both coaching and competing. Hopefully, going into the next season, I'll be back sprinting and competing as well. So fingers crossed for that.
Great. Okay. Well, as I said, that was earlier on where you went with us, but congratulations on winning that one. And
thank you very much.
You've been runner-up for Young Volunteer of the Year, so very impressive. I guess from what I've read, you deserve it all. So look forward.
Thank you very much.
Competing if nothing else in the future.
Cheers. Thank you.
Well done. So now we're on to the winner of the Young Volunteer of the Year. Harry almost won this actually, but by the narrower margins and a very deserved victor. The winner is Thomas Lewis from Run Wild Manchester. Thomas, I'm going to read out a citation. I hope you're there. Over the past 2 years as president, Thomas volunteered hundreds of hours of time for run leading. He organises weekly sessions which see a regular attendance of over 100 runners, assigning run leaders to groups and planning routes for each group. In addition, he was a run leader at the Manchester International Run Together meetup and responsible for the creation of the Manchester 24-hour run against homelessness. This saw multiple clubs in Manchester take part, with 314 runners running 5k laps, raising money for charity. During lockdown, Thomas made sure the club continues to be active, hosting weekly pub quizzes, well, that's why we're doing it, encouraging runners to write weekly run reports and filming and editing weekly virtual park run videos. Tom has been at the forefront of making the club more special, encouraging those who wouldn't normally socialise, making everyone feel included and welcome. Especially as loneliness can be a huge issue at university. He's been the driving force behind Run Wild sessions to raise awareness and provide support around a number of issues. Events such as #Run and Talk, LGBT awareness, and #Run Equal. We now have a video for Tom.
For everything you've done for Run Wild over the last few years.
Your enthusiasm is really infectious and it's inspired all of us.
How would I describe Tom? Well, he's tenacious, organised and motivated.
And it's only thanks to your persuasion and encouragement over the last couple of years that I've had the confidence to go for it and to try and get as close as possible to carrying on what you've handed over to me. So yeah, good luck for tonight and see you soon.
Tom, you are a fantastic run leader.
You're always encouraging people to achieve often more than they thought they could, as a leader or even as a runner. Thank you for everything that you've done. Run Wild won't be the same without you.
Thank you, Tom, for being such a great leader and for working so hard and spending time to make Run Wild the success that it is today. I and everyone else at Run Wild really appreciate everything that you've done for us and that you continue to do for us every day. Run Wild wouldn't be the same without you.
I didn't really run at all before I joined Run Wild, but it was the friendly and welcoming atmosphere that Tom was a big part of that kept me involved.
He's always looking out for new people that are joining, new runners, whether they're experienced runners or complete beginners, and he really puts so much effort into making sure that they feel welcome when they join. Even now, years later, he's always making sure that there are new events going on, that they run smoothly, and that they're open to everyone. He's been a huge part of why I've enjoyed being with Run Wild over the last few years, and I know I'm not alone in saying that. He really does deserve this award.
Like, he was so full of ideas about like how to make the club not just like more fun, as in like socials and different kinds of runs and different races, and just expanded in that respect, but also making it more inclusive for people. So we really put a lot of effort into building progression sessions and training for leaders, and all that stuff was kind of Tom really pushed for and really made happen. Like, he was very much into getting the club running really smoothly. So like, I complain a lot about the spreadsheets, but actually they're brilliant and things work so much better now, and just so much time has gone into making them. All the promo stuff that he does all the time, I don't know where he finds the time, but it's amazing. And yeah, I just think all the hard work that he's put in has just made Run Wild just from something that was good to something that's just brilliant. And honestly, I can't imagine how a person could be more deserving of this award.
Well done, Tom. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. That's
the video is a citation you've had there.
Thank you.
You've done so much. Tell me, what do you think you're most proud of having done this year, other than getting this award?
Definitely the Manchester 24-hour run against homelessness. So as a club, we've wanted to do something for the community for so long. So to be able to pull everything together and bring so many people together to help the homeless in Manchester was an incredible thing to do. And then to do it again this year in a virtual environment, because the lockdown came in over the last month, and to see it grow again and raise £4,200, which will be a really big help to those in need.
So, have you got anything planned for next year?
I don't think we've announced it yet, but I think we're definitely going ahead again, and hopefully we can just get the club back to normal. So once COVID is over and past, we can get back to running together and meeting as a group, and also hopefully get a truffle board happening again.
So, are you still at university?
No, so I graduated in July, but I've stayed as part of the club, so it's kept me going and during the time of job seeking and everything.
Yeah, I was going to say, how can you find time to actually do any university work?
A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of lack of sleep, but it's definitely been worth it.
Yeah, well, as I said, Harry's citation was pretty good, but you just beat him on this one because you've done a fantastic job, and keep it up. You're doing really well. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to all the other winners and runner-ups. Thank you.
Cheers, thanks a lot. Right, we've got 2 awards left to go. It's 21 minutes past 8, so if you're worried about not wanting to miss I'm a Celebrity, I think you'll be okay tonight. Okay, so first we have the award of Volunteer of the Year, and this recognises the efforts of a volunteer who's seen as invaluable within their club, local area or region. So the runner-up in this category this year is from Lions Running Community, Timothy Nuttall. Tim's nominator wrote, "Tim is one of the most caring, selfless individuals I've ever encountered. He is never afraid to take on new challenges and always looks to help those less fortunate. His constant positive attitude in times of adversity is nothing short of amazing. Tim is always the first to offer a warm welcome with a beaming smile and dry sense of humour, and will always chat to and check on people. He's as happy running encouraging a brand new coach to 5K as he's working with those experienced runners taking on their longer distances. In addition to this, Tim volunteers guiding blind runners, and his patience, understanding and care is a sight to behold. During COVID, the support has been a lifeline to those runners, and adhering to regulations, he's been able to help these runners with an opportunity to exercise. Not one to rest on his laurels, Tim is always reaching out to others for guidance and has a willingness to continually develop himself for the benefit of others. Tim is a huge asset to the Lions community. So, and congratulations on being runner-up to Volunteer of the Year. Are you there, Tim?
I am. Amazing. Thank you very much.
See you now. Thanks very much, Tim. So we heard from the Lions earlier on, but perhaps you can say how you got involved with them.
Just by going along and running, joined Shelby and Stuart, as they said, at the sweatshop probably about 8 years ago. Very warm and friendly group. Everybody that's there, nobody ever gets left behind. And yeah, I just wanted to carry on that ethos of just enjoying running, whether it be 1 mile or a marathon. And yeah, just happy to be involved.
And what
as the citation said, I do quite a bit of guide running as well, so I've brought a few others to the club.
That's brilliant. So what attracted you to Lions in the first place?
Just the friendliness, yeah. I think it had got a good reputation from other people that I'd spoken to. I went along and was made very welcome by Shelby and different other people. And yeah, just wanted to, I carried on with that ethos back to other people.
Okay, well, thanks very much, Tim. Sorry you didn't actually make the winner on this one, but...
no, that's fine. It's just brilliant to be nominated.
It's pretty good, yeah, I know. Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Now we're going on to the winner. Our Volunteer of the Year is John Heat from Wirral AC. As club chairman, John has done a fantastic job of not only bringing the existing team of volunteers together, but also creating an environment where new people are happy to give their time and learn new skills. He believes that the club should feel like the community and that anyone willing to give their time to the club should be encouraged and nurtured. He always goes above and beyond what is required for the role of chairman and takes on many other club management roles, consistently going the extra mile for the club and its athletes. He's a highly principled, enthusiastic and approachable leader who wants what is best not only for Wirral AC but also for the sport of athletes as a whole. He leads by example, is visible at events and also a dedicated team athlete, timekeeping official and assistant coach. He is the glue that holds this wonderful community club together. He has the right balance of having the club's best interest at heart without compromising the needs of individual athletes. We now have a video for John. Hi, John, are you there?
Hi, John. Yes, I am.
Oh, great. You may not remember this, but you were one of the nominators for me standing to join the North West Regional Council a couple of years ago.
I was. Congratulations, John.
I got you to blame. Now, I should also mention that this has no influence at all on you having won this award. You've learned all the great work you do for Wirral AC. Now, I know it's not easy chairing a track and field club, especially once it's been closed since March. Other than a global pandemic, what do you find are the biggest problems you have to overcome at Wirral? Is it lack of officials, coaches, volunteers?
Biggest problems at Wirral. To be honest, I think at Wirral we've got most of our problems are behind us. We've got a fantastically positive set of volunteers, coaches. We had Andy on before, one of our coaches. We've got numerous other willing volunteers, parents, ready to step up and help. But it's that change in ethos and that change in approach that has taken us forward over the last 2 or 3 years, with everybody now really wanting to move in the same direction. And that's not just me. That's just a number of key people turning it around and being willing to sort of compromise and work together.
So why is the Oval been closed all this time?
You best ask Borough Council that. No, good point. Good point. There are other tracks in the country open, and it's still closed. I think it's fair to say myself and our secretary Vicky Cohen have banged our head on that wall a lot. And somebody said earlier, I can't remember who it was, sorry, but I believe it is Andy. I believe it's opening on the 14th. We're told it's opening on the 14th of December. Can't wait to get back on the track and get the groups back down there.
Yeah, I believe they used the car parks in COVID work earlier on.
They had the car park closed. They had the car park in use for a while as an emergency medical facility. It was never used for COVID. I believe they're still going to use part of the Oval as a COVID facility for vaccinations, possibly. But the outside facilities, the track, the football pitches, and that are due to reopen. And to be fair to the council, they are now getting on doing some maintenance work on the track as well. We've got new floodlights, so
right,
we'll see what we're doing. Should be novel.
If you like to do anything, yeah, okay. Well, we're looking forward to coming down next summer, hopefully, to your open.
Touch wood, let's hope so. Yeah.
Keep meaning to come, but I always seem to be injured when it's on. So
yeah, I just want to say, John, it's obviously a privilege to get the award. Everybody on here tonight is a volunteer, and I know quite a few of them, and all the people on here go out and do the hard work as well. So I think it's great to receive it, but I think we've got to give everybody on here a round of applause as well, to be honest.
Well, I was thinking about later on, but you have to be nominated, and the nomination has to have a really good citation, meet the criteria for the category, and yours did, and yours was the best.
Thank you, John.
You deserve it. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay, one more award to go, and last but not least award of the year. This is perhaps the top individual award we give out. It is for services to athletics or running. Here we recognise long-term outstanding service to the sport from an individual. So the runner-up this year, also for Wirral AC, is Margaret Milne. Margaret is a huge inspiration at Wirral AC and the wider community with all the time and effort she puts into athletics. She's encouraged many parents and older athletes to get involved and qualified as either coaches or officials. She takes time to mentor them, and as is someone you can go to advice and support whenever it's needed. In the 30-plus years she's been involved in athletics, she's taken a range of roles from committee member to team manager, official and mentor. She also coaches at the club and works with the foundation athletes in the club, creating a positive environment for athletes to thrive and succeed. She's a hero, and her enthusiasm and commitment has so many want to emulate her attitude and values as a coach. Hello, Margaret. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much, and thank you so much for this award. Very surprising, but very welcome as well. Thank you.
Yeah, well, the person that beat you had to do something special, really. And you've got such a long history. Looking back, what would you say has been your favourite highlights in your career?
Favourite? Oh, gosh. Well, I enjoyed being team manager, hard work, but enjoyable. And we did actually sort of reach it was only when there were girls and boys separately, we reached the final, which was quite a fantastic achievement, we thought anyway. But I think coaching the youngsters in the club, I got involved as a parent when my middle daughter and our youngest son joined the club. Just over 30 years ago now. So sitting, watching them training in all weathers, as you do, got chatting to other parents. Social secretary was quite good. I didn't do that for an awfully long time, a couple of years, but that was good. But I think coaching the children, really, to be honest with you, the little ones particularly, seeing them grow and sort of progress in whichever way, whether they're good, fantastic, and a lot of them still belong to the club actually, and now actually coaching their children, which makes me feel really old sometimes, but enjoyable. You get sort of tales from the children about their parents, what they're doing now. The parents tell you about their children, and encouraging some of those parents to actually become coaches again. There's at least 3 or 4 of them still coaching at the club, so that was good. And I was very humbled actually when I heard of the nomination, because there's so many people sort of more deserving in my eyes have done it.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, as I said, you have to be nominated in the first place, but For the person that did win this to have beaten you into second place, a run-up place, that person had to be an exceptional person to do that. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
This time, but run-up's a pretty good achievement this year.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
As I said, this year's winner has had to be an exceptional person. It wasn't just in Margaret's case, there were some very strong nominations. And the winner of the award for services to athletics or running this year is the incredible yet humble Dennis Wall. Hello, Dennis, again. Now, Dennis has been the driving force behind grassroots athletics, developing the West Cheshire AC from a little grass track club to a well-known prestigious club with the facilities to match. His passion and enthusiasm for our amazing sport flows through the athletes, coaches, officials and volunteers who all love and respect him. Their numbers have increased as a direct result of his passionate approach. He's a true ambassador for the sport of athletics with his selfless dedication and commitment over the past 35 years. A very enthusiastic athlete who could turn his hand to almost any event, he gained coaching and official 18 qualifications and still coaches 3 sessions a week where possible. COVID permitting. Dennis's calm and considerate approach to any situation is backed up with his in-depth wisdom and his contacts throughout the athletic world. It is a testament to his role within the local community that local schools, clubs, and the local authority all contact him for help and advice. He also arranges coaching and officiating courses for local clubs, secondary schools, further education colleges, and also for Chester University. We now have a video for Dennis.
Thank you, Dennis, for the help and guidance you have given us over the last 35 years, and for the help and guidance in developing and attaining such standards as Club Mark and more recently Track Mark. The building of the clubhouse next to the track in conjunction with the local authority has been your latest success. Congratulations on being nominated for the Northwest Athletics Sports Awards. Best of luck for the evening and all goes well.
Thanks to Eddie Gore for the narration on that video. Welcome, Dennis.
Hello again.
Hello, congratulations once again.
It's just so emotional. I mean, I don't know what to say, really. I mean, it's incredible to hear Eddie talking in the way he did. And the journey's been incredible, hasn't it? I mean, it's been fantastic. It's just getting better and better year on year, apart from this year, of course. But year on year, it's been really phenomenal. The way that everything's fitted into place. It's been fantastic.
Yeah. I just wanted to add to Eddie's citation by saying I wanted to add that you work 24/7 for the club, and without your efforts, basically, I don't think the club would exist. You've been the driver to get the club going, get the funds to build the track. You recently managed to raise £30,000 towards the cost of the new clubhouse. You opened on training nights, coach as head coach, lock them after training. Along with Eddie, you meet, or should I say, battle with officials from the council and the facility operators. You write news articles on club meetings to the press. Yeah, you managed to make some sense out of this year's ever-changing COVID-19 guidelines so that the club provides COVID-safe training. What one parent told me was a lifesaver for a child. So yeah, it's well warranted, your award.
Oh, thanks very much for saying that, John. Really appreciate it.
Okay, I've got to think of something to ask you. So maybe the club's run of success as Club of the Year for the last 5 years is a reflection on your work you do for it. What do you think has motivated you to do all this over the years?
Seeing people enjoy themselves, basically. That's the main reason that anybody gets involved, to enjoy it. And everybody that comes down to train or compete just thoroughly enjoys themselves. That's it. That's just purely and simply seeing people enjoy themselves and trying to put a smile on people's faces as well, which has been obviously very difficult this time of year. In fact, all of this year, it's been a torrid time for everybody concerned, but it's just trying to make sure that people realise that we're going to come out the other end of the problems that we face. And it's just nice to be able to do something to help people's mental as well as physical well-being.
Yeah, I mean, it's been very difficult to manage to open. You heard before that we're on to even open. Not a lot of clubs are, but to manage to get the club open with permission from Brio Leisure, and also having the guidelines, the COVID guidelines applied to the club, and all the stuff that went along with that, with making sure people were keeping safe and right in the groups. And it's changed all the time, but you've done an excellent job in doing that. But it's brought it on its own pressures, hasn't it, with terms of having to make changes at short notice and that with the volunteers, the officials and the coaches.
It certainly kept me on my toes at times. It's just really making sure that we can continue. That's the main thing. And making sure people listen and making sure people understand the importance of being out there and doing physical activity, and also meeting people as well. The social side of the sport is just as important as the physical side. And I think that's been underlined really well this year with all the problems that people have faced. And luckily, we've had people listen to what we've had to say and respond accordingly. And every inch of work that's been achieved this year in the background has been absolutely worth it for the reasons now that we're seeing and have seen during the last few months.
Right, a couple more questions before we finish then. If you could change just one thing you've done in athletics, what would it be?
I don't know, really.
I should have primed that one before tonight, shouldn't I?
Yeah. No, it's just been fantastic to be able to see people progress, see people enjoy the sport that we all love, and long may that continue. I don't think really I could change anything, to be honest, because we've started from scratch at a very, it's just a school field at the start of the day. That was when I first got involved. And as you've said before, it's been tremendous to see the progress on the site that we actually used to train on in small numbers. And now we're getting, in normal times, we were getting over 100 people on the site every single training night. And obviously that's been limited now because of the situation we find ourselves in. But hopefully before long, we'll be able to get back to normal like everybody else on this awards evening. Some sort of normality, all being well, with the vaccine now about to be circulated. So hopefully, it's just around the corner. But it's been a fantastic journey, John, and hopefully, I'll have many more years to enjoy it.
So how did you get involved in athletics? Was it an athlete originally?
Yeah, I was a road runner to begin with. I just got involved in road running, and then I was persuaded to take part in track and field. Found myself being a hurdler, a long jumper. I did the 800 meters. I did the high hurdles. And then when I was too old, I reverted back to road running again. But before I got to road running, I actually then took coaching and officiating courses to make sure I could help when I went along to track and field meetings and cross-country meetings. And I still do. But I just thoroughly enjoy everything to do with athletics, mainly because it's for everybody. Any shape, size, age, you can do anything within the sport.
Right, it's funny,
and you don't have to be the fastest. You can still take part, and everybody gets the applause for coming last. You usually find the last person coming down the home straight always gets the loudest applause. It's tremendous. It's a really, really good, enjoyable sport, and you don't need a lot of money to take part in the sport. That's another beauty behind athletics.
Yeah, and it's all ages too. I mean,
absolutely.
I came back to it after a 40-year break when I was 59, and I've really enjoyed doing it. Really enjoyed competing. I like training more, funny enough, because I just like running or trying to run. And there's a community there as well. It's
absolutely
club level, or I compete in masters, and there's a community there as well. So it's great.
Well, that's it. You meet other people from other clubs.
Yep.
It's not just your own club. You find that you're meeting friends constantly on a year-by-year basis. And there's always a turnover of people year by year. So there's always new faces. You're meeting new friends all the time. Socially, there's no better sport because there's so many people you can meet, and you've got them friends for life.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Yeah, no, a penultimate question, really. I said two, but so athletics generally suffers, and always has done, from people dropping out when they're like 16 or so. What do you think we can do to encourage people to stay on more?
I think as clubs, we've got a responsibility to try and get better, stronger links with schools, maybe. Try and get into schools a lot more than what we possibly do. It's very difficult. There's so much of a competition between the different sports, and there will be when we come out of COVID, from one sport to another. You face a lot of it's healthy competition, of course. You like to see people being active, particularly youngsters, but it would be nice to see athletics doing a little bit more, the clubs within athletics doing a little bit more to get into schools. I think that's a good starting point, particularly high schools where there is the biggest dropout.
Do you think England Athletics can help you with
that? Only so far, I think. I mean, I think the work's got to be done on the ground, and there's got to be a lot of familiarity between the coaching staff within clubs and the schools and the teaching staff. It's a lot of voluntary work, but it's something which I think can pay off. It really is, because I think schools will be wanting some help when we come out of the problems we face. And that's something which I'd like to try and generate interest in doing, particularly in high schools locally.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. Right, finally, do you think they'll retire from your athletics work?
Sorry?
Do you think they'll ever retire from your athletics work?
No. You'll have to drag me shouting and screaming away from the track if you want me to stay away.
Glad to hear it. Okay, Dennis, congratulations on the award, and we'll be getting it to you soon or later.
Thank you very much. I'd like to congratulate everybody as well tonight that's had an award as well. It's been great to hear everybody's stories.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Dennis.
Thank
now,
you.
Just as we start to come to a close, we've got a video from Dave Lubbock, who's chair of the England Athletics Regional Council.
I would like to send my congratulations to all our worthy winners, runners-up and nominees. I would also like to say a big thank you to all of you who took the time to nominate someone and show them how much you appreciate their dedication. As a volunteer myself, I know that we do it because we enjoy it, but never underestimate the power that even a simple thank you from an athlete or parent can have. Since the start of the pandemic, our sport has shown great resilience. From the EA staff going above and beyond to provide us with guidance and online content, to the club volunteers devising ingenious ways to keep their members feel connected and active. A lot has been written about the negative effect of lockdown and isolation on mental health, and I have no doubt that the efforts of our wonderful volunteers have made a massive difference to people's sense of well-being. Looking forward to next year, at the end of January, we'll be calling for people to put themselves forward to join our band of regional councillors. These people, who are active volunteers like you, play a vital role in advising the board, staff and other decision makers on the issues faced by the grassroots of the sport, and help to ensure that clubs, athletes and volunteers remain front and centre in everything that EA does.
Okay, thanks for that, Dave. I think I said regional council, of course I meant the national council. He's chairman and he'll be standing down in the new year, so I'd just like to thank Dave for all the great work he's been doing while he's been chairman and before. So, excuse me, nearly all over now, but I just want to let you know that the national awards will be held online. No big do in a Birmingham hotel this year, I'm afraid, due to COVID. The actual date hasn't been set yet, but I understand it's likely to be sometime in January, but look out for that. All the winners tonight will be put forward for consideration for a national award. And all the best on that, and hope you're all successful. As far as I'm concerned, well, you all should win. As a final point, if anyone's still out there, could you please come off mute, because I'm just going to ask you something. Okay, if you're all off mute and you can hear me, I'd just like to thank everyone for their efforts tonight. congratulate everybody who won and all the runners-up. And thank you for everyone else that joined in. And so if you wouldn't mind to like to join in with me, just to give you a round of applause.
Well done, folks. Well done,
everybody.
Congratulations.
Everybody.
Thank you very much.
Okay, finally, please take care, keep safe, and a big thank you for all joining tonight. Merry Christmas and good night. Take care.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. Thanks, John. Thank you. Well done. Bye.
Thanks, Amy. Thanks, Sarah.
Bye.